こんにちは、皆さん。今週の日本語の勉強を練習しましょう。Week 7. Again, this is a reminder of how to use these videos. Remember, the more you practice, the better your retention of our lessons. Again, this is an overview of the phrases that will be repeated at the end of this video so that you can copy into your notes.
料理をしてください。料理をしてください。料理をしてください。洗ってください。洗ってください。洗ってください。洗ってください。切ってください。切ってください。切ってください。洗ってください。洗ってください。切ってください。切ってください。入れてください。入れてください。入れてください。混ぜてください。混ぜてください。混ぜてください。混ぜてください。焼いてください。焼いてください。焼いてください。焼いてください。料理をしてください。料理をしてください。洗ってください。切ってください。入れてください。混ぜてください。焼いてください。料理をしてください。作ってください。作ってください。作ってください。
Let's go over the words for this week, shall we? 料理をしてください。料理をしてください。Remember, 料理をしてください is the overall idea of cooking. 焼いてください means to cook on an open fire. 焼いてください。料理をしてください。焼いてください。洗ってください。洗ってください。切ってください。切ってください。混ぜてください。混ぜてください。作ってください。作ってください。You can remember, you can also use 作ってください for things that you might 料理をしてください as well. This week, we also went over the vocabulary for 食べ物と飲み物. So let's go over them, shall we? Remember, 食べ物 is food, 飲み物 are drinks. So we went over quite a few of the 食べ物 so far. This week we went over 野菜, 野菜, 野菜 for all things that are vegetables, and 果物, which are things that are fruits. So let me start with the 野菜 that we went over this week. First we have きゅうり. これはきゅうりです。きゅうり。これは人参です。人参。これはかぼちゃです。かぼちゃ。かぼちゃ。これはナスです。ナス。ナス。これはネギです。ネギ。 ネギ。これは玉ねぎです。玉ねぎ。玉ねぎ。これは長ネギです。長ネギ。長ネギ。これはカブです。カブ。カブ。カブ。これは大根です。大根。大根。And of course, these two are similar to each other, except daikon are much more common in Nihon than are kabu. At least they're much more versatile, put it that way. Because daikon is cooked savory and eaten raw, and also eaten specifically during winter time in like stews. Daikon, kabu. これはじゃがいもです。じゃがいも。じゃがいも。これはじゃがいもです。これはほうれん草です。Lots of iron. これはほうれん草です。ほうれん草。ほうれん草。これはトウモロコシです。トウモロコシ。トウモロコシ。これはトマトです。トマト。トマト。I realize it's very controversial to call tomato a yasai, but since you find it in a yaoya, which is a greengrocer, we're going to consider it to be a yasai. Because technically, nasu, kyuri, these are also a kudamono, not really yasai. But for now, we're just going to call it yasai. Tomato, nasu, kyuri, tomorokoshi, ninjin, かぼちゃ、ほうれん草、かぶ、ネギ、玉ねぎ、長ネギ、かぶ。全部野菜です。野菜。Now for the list we had for the 果物。果物。This week we had いちご。これはいちごです。いちご。いちご。これはさくらんぼです。さくらんぼ。さくらんぼ。さくらんぼ。これはみかんです。みかん。みかん。You might hear it as orange because mikan is technically more like a tangerine, but for this class, because you already know the word orange, every time I say orange, I want you guys to say mikan. これはみかんです。みかん。これはりんごです。りんご。りんご。りんご。これは桃です。桃。桃。Not a nectarine, but a peach. 桃。桃。これは梨です。梨。梨。これはナスです。これは梨です。Different Sue and she. これは梨です。これはスイカです。スイカ。スイカ。スイカ。これはメロンです。メロン。メロン。Yes, a suica is a kind of melon, but melon is usually the green honeydew kind. So, melon, suica. これはバナナです。バナナ。バナナ。And the last 果物 we did this week was this one, 柿。これは柿です。柿。柿。Persimmons, they can be eaten when they're soft or crunchy like a ringo. So these are called kaki. This is a time of year you would see persimmons. Kaki. Kaki. And remember, all of these have been kudamono. Kudamono. And of course, kudamono and yasai, these are all tabemono, foods. And nomimono, which are drinks, which we'll cover next week. And this is all considered to be gohan. Gohan is rice, but it also means a meal. Gohan. gohan. So konshu, we also did the phrase suki desu and daisuki desu. Watashi wa suki desu. Watashi wa daisuki desu. And we added this week, watashi wa kirai desu. Watashi wa daikirai desu. Watashi wa kirai desu. Watashi wa daikirai desu. Suki desu, I like something. Daisuki desu, I love. Kirai desu, I hate. Daikirai desu, I abhor or I loathe. So we did this with the tabemono. We would say things like, watashi wa yasai ga kirai desu. Watashi wa kudamono ga daikirai desu. Watashi wa nashi ga suki desu. Watashi wa melon ga daisuki desu. Watashi wa banana ga kirai desu. Watashi wa hourensou ga daikirai desu. Cut that part out. For the tabemono to nomimono, we also did several other words in order to describe them. Remember the description words we've had before. Se ga takai desu, se ga hikui desu, atama ga ii desu, yasashii desu, kibishii desu, but that does not apply to tabemono. So we need more words. So, in order to describe things, we did the word for karai desu. Karai desu. Karai desu. Something that is spicy. Karai desu. Karai desu. A raw tamanegi could be karai desu. So we would say tamanegi wa karai desu. We also did the word shio karai desu. Shio karai desu. Salty. We haven't done any words that are shio karai desu, but we will. We also have the word suppai desu. Suppai desu. Suppai desu. We can say that some of these kudamono are suppai desu. We can say mikan wa suppai desu, especially when it's still green or not quite ripe. We can say amai desu. Ichigo wa amai desu. Nice and sweet. Ichigo wa amai desu. Banana wa amai desu. Things that are sweet. And of course, generally, we can also say, suika wa oishii desu. Oishii desu. Oishii desu. Or maybe you're like me, sensei wa banana ga daikirai desu, and I can say, banana wa mazui desu. Mazui desu. Mazui desu. We can say, ringo wa oishii desu. Banana wa mazui desu. Ichigo wa oishii desu. Ninjin wa mazui desu. And this is the overview of phrases that you should know. Please take out your notes and copy them down, and I will go over them. Ryori wo shite kudasai. Please cook. Aratte kudasai. Please wash. Kitte kudasai. Please cut. Mazete kudasai. Please stir or mix. Yaite kudasai. Please cook over a fire. Grill. One of those. Tsukutte kudasai. Please make. The phrases we also learned were watashi wa something ga kirai desu. I hate. Watashi wa something ga daikirai desu. I loathe something. We also did something wa karai desu. Something is spicy. Watashi wa something. Oh, gomen, not watashi wa. I'm not salty. Something wa shio karai desu. Something is salty. Something wa suppai desu. Something is sour. Something wa amai desu. Something is sweet. Something wa oishii desu. Something is tasty. Something wa mazui desu. Something is disgusting or tastes terrible. And this is the Tango Food tabemono Tango vocabulary that we covered. We have tabemono, food, nomimono, drinks or beverages, gohan, meal, or rice, cooked rice. We have yasai, vegetables, and kudamono, fruit. Under yasai, we have kyuri, cucumbers, ninjin, carrots, kabocha, pumpkins, nasu, eggplant, negi, onions in general, naganegi, green onions, the long ones, tamanegi, bulb onions, kabu are radishes, daikon are specific white radishes, jagaimo, potatoes, horenzo, spinach, tomorokoshi, corn, and finally tomato, tomatoes. Kudamono, we have ichigo, strawberries, sakurambo, cherries, mikan, oranges or tangerines, ringo, apples, momo, peach, nashi, pears, suika, watermelon, banana, bananas, melon, melons, kaki, persimmons. Again, remember to go over the vocabulary once you have written them down. Don't let it just sit there. Make sure you go back over and read them now that you're getting better at reading katakana.
はい、皆さん、今週の復習をよくできました。Good job going over this week's lessons. Remember, you need to go and review this video a couple more times in order to master the lessons of this week. I want you to make sure that you rewatch this video as many times as necessary. Again, if you have any questions, contact me at the school website.